Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 23 of the When in Doubt podcast. We are extremely excited today because we have three special guests, three of our good friends, three of our boys coming in at 6 foot, extremely good looking, Nick Kari.
That's me, boys.
Nick Kari, welcome to the podcast. You excited to be here?
Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited.
Anytime. All right, the number 2 man coming in here, Sebastian, my future college roommate. Yeah! And last, but certainly not least, the star of the Nick Gross Show, standing at a stunning 6'8", the Italian stallion, Nick Gross.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome on in. Welcome on in. So yeah, as you can see, we are extremely excited to be on the podcast today. We got some Would You Rather questions for the boys. We got a lot of energy here today. It's going to be a great pod. Let's clap it up for the intro, boys. Welcome back to the episode today, episode 23. Before we get on to Would You Rather questions themselves, I want to go through, and obviously, we got me, Noah, Matthew, normals here on the podcast, but we do got 3 guests. This is our second ever episode with guests, besides my girlfriend being on one of those episodes before. So let's just go through, get a little intro, tell us something about you. You go first, Nick.
Well, my name's Nick, and I'm here to have a good time.
Heck yeah.
Send it over to Sebastian.
I'm Sebastian. They call me Seabass. I'm a funny guy, I think.
Funny guy?
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Nick Gross, senior at Catholic Memorial, along with all these fine gentlemen.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to Marquette University next year to study broadcast journalism, and I'm very excited to be here, and I actually got lost on my way here, too.
I did, too.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was in your neighbor's driveway.
Yes, you were.
And she was like, what are you doing?
No, the address literally has your neighbor's.
Yeah, that's my bad. Normally
I
I send you the pin. I forgot to send you the pin. I accidentally sent you the address, which sends you to the wrong house. That's how me.
So I pull in.
They didn't come out with pitchforks and said, we're good.
I pull in. She's like, I was like, oh, that's an old lady.
Oh, that's an old lady.
Whoops. I was like, the lattice is here, and she's like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
I have no idea. And we don't even know our neighbors yet, really. We're still kind of new to the area with the house, OG neighborhood, not there anymore. So we still don't even really know the neighbors anymore. We don't know the neighbors yet. We gotta bring them a housewarming gift or something.
Well, yeah, you should do that.
One of you guys want to make me some cookies so I can give it to them? Or you guys?
I could buy you some and you
buy me some.
I don't know how to
He
make
can
cookies.
make you something else, but
All right, well, let's send it. Oh wait, one last thing before we get on to the Would You Rather. I do got to shout out Nick Gross, man, the Italian stallion on the end here himself. He just started a podcast. I think you were saying one of the reasons that you started the podcast was because of this. Is that true?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I mean, I think it's inspiring to see a young guy that does something like this and puts so much time into it, and also that can time manage with school and tennis. I mean, you're just in the newspaper the other day.
Heck yeah.
Got it upstairs.
Oh, I thought it was for the podcast. Like, what? This you didn't tell me? For tennis.
We were in the podcast. The podcast was in the newspaper. No, I was in the podcast.
No, but, just seeing something like that, I thought it was cool. And also sports literature got me to do it too, because we did a podcast in our sports literature class, and I was just like, well, you know what? This is kind of cool. Got a lot of thoughts in here. Yeah. Let's put them into talking.
That's kind of what happened for me and Matthew too. I mean, Noah was initially the one who kind of initiated it all for us. We were all hanging out one night, and Noah kind of brought up. But before that, actually, me and Matthew were in that sports let's together, and we were talking about how much we actually enjoyed. We had to do this, like you were saying, this podcast assignment, and we were saying how much we really enjoyed it, just kind of just sitting down and talking. And that was even before on that one, we weren't allowed to have a guest, so we just were talking by ourselves, and it was still having a great time. So we're like, why don't we get some of the boys together, get a pod going, no matter what people think about it, we just have a good time doing it, and that's really all that matters.
That's how to do it. You don't care about what people say. You just do your own thing and inspire others.
There's a lot of people saying stuff.
Yeah.
Does the teacher know the impact she made?
I don't know.
I got so today was beach day, so a lot of boys wore tank tops.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah,
and this one of the teachers, told me that I needed to cover up, so I put tape on my shoulders. And then tape on my nipples. I got a lot of comments that I was nipping throughout school, so
I was nipping during study hall.
Very funny.
Oh, that's a good time.
I mean, there's another day left of school. And
It's whatever.
But thank you for that. I appreciate
I've already
it.
got the fit.
So shout out to the Nick Gross Show. He just started his podcast. We're gonna leave the link to the Spotify. Is that all you have right now? You just have the Spotify?
Yeah, just Spotify.
All right,
now.
so go check out the Spotify below
episodes
in the
you got
description right now. We will put it as the top link. Go check out the Nick Gross Show. Do it. He's a great guy. Talks about some fun stuff over there. All right, getting on to the actual point of this podcast today. I'm going to be honest, some of these questions are a little stupid, but we're going to take it 100% seriously. I'm going to start off with some sports-related would you rather questions. Just kind of, you just go tell me what you would think and also why.
Should we start over at the Italian stand and
Yeah.
work our way down?
Yeah, I like that. We'll still work all the way down, and I'll go last. I'll ask the question,
All right.
and that's how I'll do it.
Start off strong.
So starting off strong, Nick, would you rather be the star on a bad team or an average player on an elite team?
Well, having been average on a really good team, our 8th grade team, Holy Apostles, they called me the Bench Mafia.
It's a good thing to be.
And it wasn't really, it was still fun, but I would rather be the best player on a bad team.
Okay.
Because everybody would look up to you. They'd be like, oh, dude, we're terrible, but you're good. And you could lead the team, maybe do some fun stuff. Also, it wouldn't be as intense either, because if you're on a good team, it's well, you can't go out and do this. You got a big game tomorrow. But if you're bad, you're we're going to lose anyways. So, let's just go and have some fun.
There you go.
And then if you're the best, you can also show people some leadership.
That's right. And leadership
teach them
and skills, right?
Seabass, what do you think?
So yeah, same thing. But I want to be the best player on the worst team, so all the eyes are on me.
He's
So
a little
everybody's
self-centered.
looking at me.
There you go.
But he's a little self-centered, but okay.
That's how I get to go places. That's
True.
how I move to the next level right there.
That's true. It also, I think, this question also really depends on what level of sport you're playing, and also what sport. Because if you're playing at the middle school level, then
6th grade basketball.
yeah,
Best player on the worst team in the league.
yeah. If you're on a middle school basketball team, it doesn't really matter. But if you're the best player on a bad team in high school, you can still get good looks from colleges. So that's that's
exactly.
maybe.
Yeah.
Well, how about you? What do you think?
Well, currently, the past football season, I was good team, average player. But, I might have to go along with these guys and say I'd want to be a good player, but on a bad team, just for the same reasons. I could show the other guys some leadership, show them some things that they don't know, and be a role model.
For me, I'm a big believer in the team aspect of sports. I don't think, I think that gets taken for granted. A lot of people, especially in the big leagues, just look at the stars.
Yep.
And, I truly believe games are won through teams, and it's absolutely a group effort. And a lot of people, it goes over their head when people say that and don't really realize what winning as a team is. So for me, I'd rather be an average player on a good team.
Okay, changing up a little.
Yeah, you guys all gave really good answers, and I'm just going to say I want to be the best player on the worst team because I get a lot of attention, kind of like Sebastian said.
I'm on that.
I like attention, and if I'm the best player on the worst team, I'm getting a lot of attention. Teaching other people and leadership, that's kind of a second-tier thing. Yeah. I get the attention.
That's facts.
I'm gonna have to go with Matthew on this one. As much as it's ironic that I'm saying this because I play tennis, which is a very individual sport, I think the ability to now play high school tennis, which does make tennis, which is such an individual sport, a team sport, it made me love the team aspect of any sport so much because I always say this to my coach, somebody I say that I think has gotten me pretty far in team sports in general, is that, Coach, put me wherever you need. I told my coach this, at the start of the tennis season, of course, I'm a singles player in general, but I told my coach, if you need me to play doubles, I'll do it for the team. It's not my favorite. I actually hate playing doubles. But if you want me to do that and you think that's the best chance we have to win a state championship, I'll play doubles. And I feel like that's kind of the same reason I would choose to be an average player on a really elite team because it is all about those role players. There's always going to be the Jokic's on the team, but you also need Jamal Murray. And I'm totally willing to be the second star on that team. I'm willing to be that average player because in the end, I want that team chip. The feeling of winning it with your friends, with that family that you make through a team sport, to me is way more important than just being the GOAT on your one team.
I'll also say, I think, with what you guys are saying, if you're an average player on a really good team and you got that good team chemistry and great leadership and just great talent on the team, I think it'll propel you to even be better, right? And even if you are average, it'll teach you things that you couldn't get being the star on a bad team to make you an even better player on a great team, right? So
I agree. That's really good.
Room for growth.
All right, next question. room for growth.
Room for growth.
All right, this is kind of along those same lines. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna skip that one. Okay, this one I'm gonna change it up a little bit because this one only gives you 2 options. But I'm just gonna.
Sports?
Yeah, this is still sports related, but I'm gonna kind of leave this open ended. If there is one championship, for example, World Series, Super Bowl, U.S. Open, whatever that is, what sport would you want to win the biggest championship you could in?
I would want to win the biggest sport in the Super Bowl.
Okay, you want to win the Super Bowl.
Because that's just like everybody's dream, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody here's watched it.
Yeah.
Everybody watched. Even if you like football and even if you don't like football, everybody watches it. Because you'll go to school the next day, you'd be like, oh, did you watch Super Bowl last night? Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Everybody wants to be like Tom Brady holding up that
6 rings.
ring.
Yeah.
One ring. I mean, it's a class ring. Maybe it could be football.
There's always that one person that said they didn't watch it, and you're like, why are we?
I know, right? You question your friendship.
How do you not watch it?
Dude, that was low key like always me. I don't really watch the football games that much. Like
Yeah.
even the big ones, it's not like something like I
Not
sit
your
down and
thing?
do. Not my thing. No. Which is why I would rather win the World Cup.
There you. That is a good test.
That's also more worldwide.
Yeah.
So like
Mr. Worldwide.
way more
Yeah,
people
sure.
are watching that anyways. So that's why I want to do it.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
You know, I think I'd also go a little more worldwide. I would say the Masters for golf.
There you go.
Because, you know, everyone around the world is going to talk about that because that's got people from all over, from different countries.
Yeah.
And really, golf's an underrated sport,
Yep.
in my opinion, because even though people hate it, they'll still talk about it, and it's still going to be all over the place.
I will admit, that is one thing that I noticed. I feel like maybe recently, maybe I'm just going crazy, but it's just because this is one of the first years where I'm on social media enough to notice it and also just follow a bunch of sports pages on social media. But the amount of, like, when the Masters goes on, the amount of stuff you see on Instagram of Masters stuff,
Yeah.
like on ESPN, it is
It's all
so
over.
much. It's so much of it.
There's a lot.
And I'm literally gonna be honest, never once in my life have I ever, like, watched really golf at all. When the Masters was on, I looked up, like, recap of the Masters.
Yeah, I was
and I
doing
watched
that
the
too. I
recap
was,
of the Masters.
looking
Because
at the scoreboard
I literally
every
never
day.
watched golf in my life, but it was super cool to, like, go back and, like, see these incredible athletes
And
do that.
The thing about, like, Super Bowls and World Series like that, you know, there's a lot of outside things that
Yeah.
can really ruin the game, like refs and everything.
Yeah.
In golf, it's just a one-man sport, and you're just playing against the field.
That's a good point.
There's, like, no rigging that can
is
go
true.
on.
That's true. Matthew?
For me, for me it'd be a football high school state championship. Just
Of all of them, a football high school?
yeah, because like
Wow.
I said before, to me it's about the team, and then once you get into college and once you get into pros, there's money involved, there's transferring involved, there's
True.
there's so many
True,
things
yeah.
that make it more individualistic amongst the players, and so high school is really the last time or last level of sports that is really about the team. Unfortunately, some states are now allowing high school players to receive money.
I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
stupid.
Some NIL money, which, in my opinion, that kind of stuff is just tearing apart sports.
Yeah, that just ruins
Yeah, this
everything.
calls it back almost to literally like one of our first episodes ever of the
Yeah.
podcast. But we talked about how like
Alabama paying people 2 extra zeros?
Yeah, we talked about we had a short where we were like saying like, of course, if a player's offered a couple extra zeros to go to Alabama versus any other school, of course they're going to go there because it's money, and especially as a broke college kid, how are you not going to go take those extra zeros on the end of your paycheck? Like, and that's how it is. And I mean, think about how crazy that is in college right now. Now imagine if that was in high school. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because in
So-
college, you're not competing against the other team. You're competing against your teammates
Correct.
for more
For money,
NIL
yeah.
money,
Yep.
more playing time, and
It's a good way to think. I never
get
really
better
thought about
looks, and then transfer to a better school. So it's in high school right now, at least in Wisconsin. I know there's I think they voted against.
it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
allowing
they did.
players to receive money. So
I'm glad.
but yeah.
What places do allow that?
I don't know which states do. I don't think it's many.
Probably like
But,
Florida,
I mean, it's
Texas.
it's in progress right now in a lot of places.
I mean, there's a lot of good championships out there. If I had to pick one, it'd probably be the Super Bowl or March Madness championship.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
March
good
Madness.
one.
Yeah.
That
I
would
didn't think
be
of that.
like the Super Bowl. Obviously, is a huge thing. It's like the most watched most watched TV program almost every year, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
One
I
on top,
mean, the
for
March
sure.
Madness championship, like going through your season and then winning
Yeah.
six consecutive games in the tournament and winning everything, that'd be pretty cool.
I also feel like there's more like a outside, like from fans and
Yeah.
other people, because making brackets,
Yeah.
you really don't even have to like the school, and
Yeah.
you can still root for them, and
Sure.
it's
Absolutely.
a lot more multiple sided,
Engaging.
and more engaging
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So mine is obviously, first off, I'm going to be a little biased just because of my tennis background, but I will admit I have one other thing I do want to mention after it. My first one is I want to win the U.S. Open. This one for tennis. I'm obviously been a huge tennis fan my whole life. Watched it growing up. I can't remember a day that I didn't have a tennis racket in my hand. So for me, I've always loved American tennis players. Just that hometown feel that like you're cheering, especially in the tennis world where literally for the past a long time. I mean, back in the day there were a lot of really top good American tennis players, but recently, I mean, there's definitely been some good ones actually right now. We're having a resurgence of it, but for a while there was a long time where we had a drought of not a lot of good American tennis players. So that idea of like being able to bring home the U.S. Open title as an American player, it's just been such a cool idea for me. But the other one that I don't think any of you mentioned that I think is a really one, I want to win a gold medal at the Olympics.
That's a good one. That totally just crossed my mind.
Because that is, once again, like you were kind of saying about the
Olympics.
I don't know what I would want to.
I think Winter Olympics. More people watch the Winter Olympics.
I don't even know which one. I'm literally.
Summer Olympics is my jam.
I don't even know. I'm down with anything.
Swimming in the Winter Olympics.
I'm down with literally anything, but I feel like winning an Olympic gold medal, like Matthew was saying about how like high school kind of feels like you're really for that team. I think the Olympics, when you watch it, it's like all those athletes, they're playing for their country. You know, they're playing for America.
Yeah. Like,
and it's cool to win a gold
You gotta
medal.
love
and say,
that.
America.
USA, baby.
Yeah, America.
USA.
like the dream team. Like,
Yes.
everyone was behind USA.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just a more.
Now, I would maybe
national.
that's what it'd be. I want to be on the dream team.
Yeah.
I want to go win a title with Michael Jordan or with LeBron now. I want to go
Well,
medal.
LeBron's kind of.
Yeah, questionable. All right. Next.
I'm gonna steal your thunder for a second.
Okay.
Would you rather have Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan, 100%.
All right, great.
It's not
LeBron
even
James.
Michael
You
Jordan.
don't even know
You gotta-
either.
you gotta
Yeah.
back that one up now.
Dude,
know who
So
LeBron James
basically, this guy's better at basketball than the other one.
Yeah. Do you know who either of them are?
I've heard of them.
Oh my god.
Well, there you
that's
have it.
crazy. All right. Here we go. Next sports-related question. Would you rather? This is, I think, in basketball terms, but I guess you can do this in any really sport. Would you rather ensure overtime or risk losing the game to win in regulation? So if you have that choice, if you're on the edge of the 3-point line or 2-point line, would you rather take the 2-point shot and ensure overtime, or would you rather take another step back and try to hit the 3 but risk losing the whole game?
Well, listen, I'm a believer in just risking it for the biscuit.
Okay, risk it for the biscuit.
And I think one of the most exhilarating things about sports when you're watching them, like you said, March Madness. If you are watching a March Madness game or the NBA Finals, and say, I don't know, Tyler Kolek, I'll say Tyler Kolek because I love Marquette, is on the 3-point line, and it's like 5 seconds left. He's dribbling down. He passed it, and he shoots it with like 1 second left. I want to see that. That's what's going to draw me to attention. That's what's going to draw everybody to watch it on SportsCenter the next day. And when you make that, I mean, if you don't, whatever. But if you make it, like, that is epic to watch that and go down.
But then if you miss it, then you get flamed about.
Yeah.
He should have just passed the ball. There's an open layup right here. Get overtime instead. He took
Right, and
a
that's-
selfish shot
yeah.
and missed and lost the game.
And that's the other half of it. But
Yeah.
personally, I'm a risk it for the biscuit kind of guy. I think that's what makes sports sports.
I like that take.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was gonna say. Risky for the biscuit. You never know, like if it's gonna go in until you try to shoot it, you know. And it's nice to have like some like upset, you know, in a game. It makes it exciting. So if you're a player and you're trying to put on a show, why not just send it?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I'm gonna take it to a different approach. It's really gonna depend on the team you're playing.
Okay.
Because if they got a lot of momentum behind them, you're going to try to win the game right there.
Yeah.
You're not going to send it to overtime when if
true.
they got momentum, they're just going to beat you in overtime.
Yep.
You want to take that shot and win it right then and there in regular time, but if you're the team with the momentum, why risk it if you can take it into overtime and win it easily in the overtime?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. For me, I'm gonna say that like taking the 2-pointer or kicking the extra point is not guaranteed.
Okay.
And so it's just as guaranteed as going for number 2 or going not number 2.
It's just as guaranteed as going number 2.
It's just as guaranteed as taking the 3-point shot. You know, you don't know if it's gonna go in.
Right.
And going along with what Nick was saying is, you know, if you're especially in high school, Cardi B, you know, especially in high school sports, you know, your team may not have a lot of depth, and so your starters are going to be really tired. and taking it to overtime,
would risk it.
It depends on the situation, the team you're playing, and also keep in mind that taking the 2-pointer or the extra point is not guaranteed. I don't know if you guys remember, but Wisconsin, I can't remember if the extra point was to win the game or tie the game, but the kicker shanked the extra point.
When?
A couple of years ago.
Oh.
So
I don't remember.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of gonna say the same thing, but for a slightly different reason. Like, I feel like it just really depends on the team that you're playing. Though, so like, let's say you're playing like a really good team and you're having a really good game. Like, they're probably gonna beat you in overtime. Or like, so if you're playing that really good team and you manage to keep it this close the whole game, I feel like you just chance it and take the shot to beat them. But now, if you're playing a bad team and you're having a bad game, you want to make sure you can like have that extra time to win. And yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say once again it depends, but I'm saying for a different reason. I want to say it depends on the player you are on that team.
Yeah.
Because I think if you're the star player and you have that ball, if you're Dame, if you're Dame time, I'm stepping back and taking that 3.
Oh, yeah.
But if I'm Giannis on the edge,
You're going
I'm
in for
passing
that
the
too.
ball. Like, I'm passing that ball.
Yeah, yeah.
We're either passing that ball, getting a 2, or we're just passing somebody else to take a shot. Yeah, like I think this question is just way too situational to like give a definitive answer.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if I did have to give a definitive answer, I'm chucking it up. I want the glory. I want the last second shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question. This one's really cool. Would you rather have cool uniforms with a crappy stadium or a state-of-the-art stadium with ugly uniforms?
Come on.
Well, I used to tell my parents I want to go to the University of Oregon because they have those like bright green neon ones. I think
They have so many jerseys.
The coolest uniforms ever.
They do got sick.
Have you ever seen their locker room? They got like
Yeah.
gorgeous.
any color you can
it's cool.
imagine.
It's amazing.
And for that reason, and for reasons of just wearing it on myself and going around being like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm gonna have to say the jersey 100%. I mean, the jersey's cool. Like Matt, when we played basketball at Holy Apostles, not gonna lie, those blue and white reversible jerseys were fire. If we didn't have those, I might have quit. So it's gotta be that.
yeah, because we got like new ones either 7th grade or
Yeah.
8th grade.
Yeah.
they're-
You only play basketball because of the jerseys?
Well, I mean, not only. The guys
It
were
was
great and everything.
70% of the reason he
The
played.
jerseys were really cool. The jerseys were
I'll
cool.
take your
He
word
finally
for it.
just gave the reason why.
The reason why
whole
Nick plays
entire time.
basketball.
Okay, so for me, I'm going the shiny stadium.
Okay,
Come on,
okay.
you're telling me
Yeah.
you don't want to see like the lights, the perfect lighting,
Yeah.
the perfect grass, like, and then even for the fans, like the
Yeah, I was
comfy
gonna say that,
seats. Come
you gotta think of
on,
others.
that's where I'm going.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if you want that nice stadium, you're gonna draw in a lot more fans.
That's
But
true.
the problem is, if you got crappy uniforms, if they're just butt ugly, no one's gonna buy the jersey. Like, did you guys see the new Giants throwback jerseys?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those.
Dude, did you see those one
Disgusting.
jerseys?
Here, I'll look it up.
Did you see those
Like
one
the-
jerseys that were
like
all
the
over
San
in
Francisco Giants?
No,
the
New York.
Giants.
Did you
They're
see
so ugly.
Did you see those one jerseys? They might have been a college team. I don't even know what it was, but their pants made it look like they didn't have pants.
It was
on.
Nebraska.
It was
I remember
Nebraska.
Yeah.
I even
It was
saw that.
Florida State.
Florida
No,
State.
I thought Nebraska had
Oh
that
my
too.
God.
Nebraska. I don't remember Nebraska, but Nebraska.
Yeah,
bad.
dude, it's so bad.
I thought
That
it was
is-
Florida State.
Let me see him now.
I'm trying to find a good picture here.
But
A
then
good picture of the bad jersey.
another bad jersey. Yeah, dude, those
Let me
are
see.
disgusting.
Ooh.
But
Oh, what is
I
that?
don't know if we're going to be able to see it. They're not good.
They are not
They are
good.
not good.
Hey, but
got-
that stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
looks nice.
maybe
But,
they
yeah.
have a nice
They
stadium.
have
No, they
great
got met
colors.
there.
They just did
So-
not use those colors correctly.
Yeah.
But so one of my friends is a Giants fan, and he sent that in our group chat, and I was like, "That's gotta be the worst. That's gotta be the worst thing since the 2012 Packers
I was just
throwbacks
going to say the Packers
with
uniform.
the red helmets and
yeah,
the
yeah,
blue
yeah.
jersey with the yellow circle
that
in
was-
them.
yeah, yeah.
That was not it. Not it.
Matthew, are you?
I'm saying jerseys. If you look cool and you're a good team, you'll have fans no matter the stadium.
Okay.
Mostly if you're a good team, but I don't know. I like rocking some good gear.
How about those Las Vegas Raiders?
I haven't
Back
seen
when they were in
those.
Oakland,
Yeah.
no one wants to go there.
No one wants to.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, I've been sitting here thinking about this the whole time. I cannot decide because I keep thinking about it, and it's like, well, this is this, and then you keep going back and forth. I probably would say the better stadium though.
Okay.
Probably kind of just what Sebastian said. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be very easy to draw fans in, and even though you might not have great jerseys, you can still have team colors and everything. But I guess then we're assuming like the team colors are like purple and yellow.
How bad could they be? How bad could they be?
Okay, so
yeah, right.
It was Iowa State.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
They literally look. That is awful. Yeah.
funny.
Well, I'm gonna go with the jerseys because
Oh my god, those linemen.
we're looking at the new jerseys over here. No,
No, this is the Iowa State butt naked jersey.
But naked jerseys. I'm gonna go with the jerseys. One of the things for me is any sport I've always played. I'm gonna agree with Nick. It's also not just about when you're actually wearing them, like playing the sport. It's also just being able to like just wear them out and about and feel like sick in them. Like for me, like for my tennis season, one of my favorite jerseys we ever had was my freshman year season, and I still wear that jersey just like literally out and about. Like it's just for tennis jerseys, they're more just like athletic T-shirts with like our logo on them and stuff. But I just love like it's just the way it looks, the way it makes you feel, and also I think the argument of like having like fans come like based off a stadium, I think that is true. But also you're gonna bring in a lot of fans, like a lot of revenue just based off of jerseys and like big player names in the first place. Like you know, so there's so many people that have LeBron James jerseys and Stephen Curry jerseys, not because they even really like the teams, just because that's LeBron James and Stephen Curry. So if you have even a kind of ugly-ish jersey, but you got a really popular player on that team, I don't know. I think the money thing isn't really aside the fact. I think just in general for me, I'm taking the sick jersey.
I can say that I back that up because I'm a Packer fan, but I have a Tyreek Hill's Dolphins jersey just because it's sick.
Just because it's sick.
Yeah.
Well,
that
and
is true.
Just the other day when we were at the Brewer game yesterday, I don't even really like the Brewers that much. If I'm being honest, baseball isn't my jam.
Yeah.
I got kicked off my team when I was younger, but that's another
I heard about that. Yeah.
Go listen to the podcast.
Mr. Palmer. But anyways, so I don't even like watch the Brewers at all. And literally, we walked by the spirit shop at the thing at the Brewer game, and I saw like this light blue jersey. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Brewer
city.
Oh yeah, it's so sweet. I'm like,
so amazing.
I was thinking about pulling out my dad's credit card and just buying it and sending him a text message
Dude, it was
later.
your dad's
But
credit
it
card.
looks
You
so
should've gotten
cool.
it.
Yeah, the
It
city
looks
jerseys
so
are
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
On that note, my brother has a tournament jersey for his travel baseball team.
Yeah.
It's like pink and blue.
That's
and
sick.
it's like
That's sick, bro.
It's really,
That's
really
fire.
cool.
Totally tubular.
Totally tubular, as the Italian stand would say. All right,
You want to like maybe do one more sports one, then like go over to like
change it up. Yeah,
Change it up a little
juicy
bit.
ones.
No, I don't even know.
Or
I'll
funny
find.
ones, or
I'll find.
something.
I'll find. So this
Just do life ones.
Yeah. Okay. I got one more good sports one before we kind of change the transition. Would you rather be the top seed in the tournament and stay dominant throughout the whole tournament and win it, or would you rather be the underdog and beat the top seed?
Okay, have you ever watched Rocky? Have you ever seen, I don't know, what are other underdog stories? I don't know, but Rocky. I'm going to stick with Rocky.
Okay.
Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion. That's where we get the name from.
There you go.
South side of Philadelphia. He gets the shot against Apollo Creed. Everybody wants him to win. You look at all these other underdog stories. Yeah, it's got to be the underdog. 100%. Everybody loves an underdog story. If you're that top guy and you're that top seed, everybody wants you taken down.
Yeah.
Whether that's in a team sport like basketball or like boxing or tennis or whatever, you want the underdog to win. Even when I'm watching like a sport I don't even understand, maybe per se tennis, like when we went to Hire to watch our conference championship, I was very confused. But well, not in this case because I was rooting for CMH, but you want that lower seed to win all the time because everybody loves an underdog story because I think it's something that's so relatable to all of us because we've all been in that situation before where people have doubted us and we feel for that person or that team and we're like, you know what? I want you to win. I want to see that happen.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I agree with that. But I like a team that keeps you on your toes, you know? The underdogs will do that. The underdogs will, you never know, like, if they're going to, like start, like, a uproar, you know?
Yeah.
Again, like, engagement and entertainment, that's what I'm all about when I'm, like, a fan of teams, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
When I think of an underdog, I always think about March Madness. Like,
Oh yeah.
like this
Cinderella
year,
story.
yeah, like this year, no one watches the 1 versus 16 unless the 16 really has a chance. And then you get cases like Oakland, they just ball out as a really low seed, and everyone wants to just crowd around the TV and watch.
True story.
They just want to watch that game.
And then like the North Carolina State stuff. And
Yep.
Going to the Final Four.
yeah.
Just like that team that beat, a few years back, who was that team that beat Virginia? That 16 seed? You guys remember?
Like St.
OMC.
Oh,
It's like
Yeah.
UMBC.
Yeah,
UMBC.
UMBC. And like St. Peter's. That's the stuff.
Yeah.
good stuff.
Everybody loves the underdog. Everybody hates the team that can't stop winning. And if I was going to be on one of the teams, I'd want to be on the team that everybody hates. I like the hate. I think it, fuels me.
I like that.
Football, when we get into playoff season, you play a lot of farm teams and everybody hates you.
Yep.
And, you got to love it. You got to find things to fuel you to, I guess, return that hate back to the
I feel
team.
like football is a really good sport to have hate for the other team because then you can pound them into the ground.
Yeah.
You can't really do that in any other sport, but football you can completely just pummel them.
Matt's had some big hits too over the years.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks,
That
You
explains
still
a
talking
lot.
football?
Yeah, we love Matt though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see this as a question. If you're winning, you want to be the underdog and you want to be that story that everyone's talking about. Like if the Celtics, this year, Celtics are the obvious favorite for the guys. It's not that funny. It's an ad.
Oh, it's an ad, guys. My fault, folks.
If the Celtics win this year, is it going to be that big of a deal?
No.
Not really, right?
No.
What if the Mavericks win? Right? That's going to be a lot of a bigger deal because nobody thought they were going to really do much this year.
Right.
Maybe not the Mavericks. That's not a good... the Pacers. That's a much better example.
Yeah.
I want them.
Or the
But,
Knicks. The Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks.
The Knickerbockers.
Any underdog team...
He says this about 20 times a day.
I just think it's hilarious that their full name's the Knickerbockers.
I was the one that told you that.
Pronunciate, please.
I might be the reason that he says that too much.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, no, I'm taking the underdog every day, no question.
Good, but would you rather be on the team that's the underdog or the team that's dominant?
Well, if they're both winning, I'd rather be on the team that's the underdog. But if only the top team is winning, I'm going to be on the top team.
I think...
If
Yeah.
they're both...
It's not all about the winning
Well,
too.
a top team doesn't lose.
I don't know.
It's also about the pride.
I don't know. I think... So
the
for
question
me...
was, would you rather be on the top team and win? Or would you rather be the worst team and beat the top team?
Well, here's the thing.
I'd rather be the top team and win.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Oh, wait, is it not win... Oh.
What do you mean?
I think
Is
we
it not
totally
like-
just got this question wrong.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Is it the worst team just beats the best team? And
it's
that's
the
it?
underdog.
Would you rather-
I like how we were talking about it. We
Yeah.
changed it a little
Yeah,
bit.
I think... No, the
I
question
like
how
how
we roll.
spin we put on that.
We
Yeah.
put a little spin on it.
No.
A little crack of pepper.
But, okay, so the question was, would you rather be on the top team and stay dominant throughout the whole tournament and win it? Or would you rather be on the underdog team and take out the top seed? So, I'm gonna agree with Matthew on this one. And here's the reason why. Because in many different sports, we're a mess over here. In many different sports, the top guy, what I think they always say in sports is that it's way more impressive to be able to get to the top and stay there. Dude, oh my gosh. Okay, we need to regroup.
Wait,
Let's take
okay.
it easy.
As we're talking about that,
Deep breath.
Regroup.
I'm good now.
you know what I thought about?
Just
Stop.
say it.
Regroup.
Game Boy.
What? Wait, let me
What
finish.
feels better?
Okay,
No,
what feels better?
Let me finish my
better?
Let me finish
Going
my
down.
answer.
Let him go.
Let me
see best
finish my
cook.
answer. Chill. Wait, let me finish my answer. Give me 3 seconds, and I'll let you cook.
Calm down,
Okay.
Trey.
Let me cook. Wait, let me just say something. I think it's way more impressive to stay at the top than it is to get to the top. To be the underdog
That's
and
true.
beat the top team, it's like, okay, great. Everybody wants to huddle around the team and watch you. But if you're that top guy, everybody's got their laser gun pointed on your back. They want you dead. They want your number one
Well, the
spot.
underdog team has nothing to lose.
Yeah, that other team, and the
team on
number
top
one team
has
has something to
everything
lose.
to lose.
So I think it's way more impressive if you're able to be that UConn and finish out that whole tournament as the number one team. I
Yeah.
think that's more impressive than being the underdog, having nothing to lose, and taking out the top team. That's why I want the top team.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I had to
Okay,
be out.
It takes,
As-
well,
No. Let him talk about gambling.
Come on.
I'm just gonna finish it off by
Okay.
saying it takes more discipline
Yeah.
to prepare for a bad team than it takes more discipline for a
Yeah.
bad team to prepare for a good
That's
team.
true.
I agree.
Okay. So basically, just like gambling,
How did we get here?
We got canceled.
what feels better? What feels better? Throwing in a dart and getting 1,000, or throwing in 100 and getting $101?
I don't know. I've never done it.
Think about that.
I mean, if I'm winning either way,
What parlay are you putting on?
Yeah,
it?
what? Yeah, what?
put
I don't
$1,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
if,
think about it. Like it's like low risk, high reward, or like
High risk, higher reward.
What? This makes no sense.
Low
I don't
risk,
know what he's talking
low
about.
reward.
Let's go to the next
about it.
question. Next question.
Think about it.
What they're talking about.
Low risk, high reward, low risk,
You don't even make sense. All right, next question.
All right, sorry. We're gonna transition away from the sports topic. We're just kind of gonna go. We're gonna go random, like totally random questions. Some of them are weird. Some of them are just funny. But let's start off.
Let's start weird.
Would you?
Licks his lips.
Would you?
Let's start weird.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
100 duck-sized horses or one.
Nick?
I want to take down the horse-sized duck.
We're not wrestling yet.
Bro, this got so unserious.
Actually, no. What was the first one you said?
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses?
That one.
Oh,
Duck-sized
fight it.
horses, because I'm short and they sound really short too.
Yeah.
So like midget versus midget, I think that thing would
No,
get
because
taken down.
the ducks are the size of a horse.
Oh.
No, but it's okay.
That's
It's
David versus
100
Goliath.
duck-sized horses, so 100 tiny horses.
No.
No,
Yeah, no.
100
Or
duck.
one big duck.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
he's right.
what it is. Yeah.
So, yeah.
How do you have a-
You thought it was
it's
100 big horses?
Read it again.
It's
Would you
100.
rather fight 100 huge
It's
horses?
100 duck-sized
I didn't
horses.
ask you to read it. Please read the question.
It's 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck. No, it's right.
100. Yeah, you're right.
It's 100. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 100 horse-sized ducks.
So you
feel
want to
like
fight
you
all the
can
little
just-
ones?
Yeah.
Wait,
Duck-sized horses.
duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Just because if I'm like this and I'm bigger than these little guys and they're like my little
Just kick
dog,
'em around.
just chomping at me, I can just be like, just kick them wherever and just beat them,
right.
and it would be like
But what
total
happens-
annihilation.
What happens when you run out of energy? You know, that's 100.
Then you get
100
overtaken
of
by
them.
the rest of the 99
Yeah.
duck-sized horses.
Think about
Yeah.
that.
No, it wouldn't happen. You see these guns? I'd take
Okay.
them down.
If you live in my home, I don't. Oh.
All right, so for me, I'm taking on
sorry.
the horse-sized duck.
Okay.
Here's my strategy. I'm just picking off his feathers.
Taking out the feathers,
That's-
one
that's
feather at a
about
time.
it. Yeah, you'll
right.
see me like picking away.
Let's think about this. If you got a horse-sized duck, that duck can still fly.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Imagine that bad boy flying at you.
You wouldn't want that.
You didn't know ducks could fly.
I thought ducks couldn't fly.
He doesn't know who LeBron James is, and
Penguins
ducks
can't
fly.
Okay, so
Chickens can't fly. They
I would
can't flutter.
I would take the duck-sized horses.
Okay.
They're little. They can't fly. What are they gonna do? Bite you? They don't. They don't got any teeth.
I'll
It's
bet.
gonna- it's all it's gonna do is. Have you seen a horse before? They just come up to you, sniff you, and lick you.
Don't horses like have
know
a mean
from
like
experience, yeah.
backwards kick?
Yeah, but if it's this big, what is that kick gonna do to you?
That's gonna stub your
That's
toe.
really good.
Your toe's gone. Your toe's cooked. And all 5 of your. All
Yeah,
10
but
of
when
your
that
toes,
horse-sized duck comes flying at your forehead, your whole head's gone.
ducks have
Not just the
teeth.
one toe.
But the
I'm-
toe,
I'm-
the toe.
I'm-
You're dodging
Catch me.
Ducks have teeth. If it's blown up, that tooth is gonna be that big.
That's
I mean, indeed,
That
this
teeth
a
is gonna be that big.
Trap shooting shot. You know.
All right,
I guess-
Matthew. No,
I guess if
I
you-
mean, okay. What do we think? Like, do I get like a gun? Like, if I'm
No,
getting, if I
just
get a
fist
gun,
combat.
I'm taking the horse-sized duck.
yeah, that's fair.
You know?
I'm saying
If it's
fist fight.
a fist fight.
Bless me.
I'm saying the little horses. The
Yeah.
little horses.
This
I
big.
just think there's more like satisfaction from multiple.
More satisfaction taking that
Like a
horse.
race room. Yeah, like a rage room.
It
That's
kind of be like
one way
that. I
to,
mean, I think it also just kind of be cool to just, I don't know, take on, you know, something that you like. There's like there's no risk because I'm gonna be honest, 100 little horses. I mean, you'd have to be
I
a
think
fool
ducks might
to
be
lose
bigger
to
than you
them.
think. But.
That's so true.
Okay, yeah.
But,
It would be just
Yeah.
like walking on, what's that little thing? Like, you know, like that little plastic sheet with like a bunch of bubbles
Bubble
that you
wrap?
press in?
Yeah.
It's like bubble wrap, yeah.
You know that like plastic
Whoa,
wrap that has
hang on.
bubbles? What is that
Man,
called?
your point is just like, you know, like you're kicking those things with the satisfaction. That's like me stepping on bubble wrap.
There
You
you
gotta love it, you gotta love it.
Ducks aren't that small. Ducks
It's
will
like
like
that
be
big.
up to your ankles at least. Like 100.
Okay, we need,
Think about
to,
that.
we need to move on. We've talked about this question longer than any
Oh, I
sports
mean,
talk.
maybe you're yeah.
I'm taking the little horses all day.
Okay, I'm
Hundred
gonna
well
take the
placed
little
king.
horses as well, and I'm also gonna move us on
Alright.
to the next question. I like how we talked about the duck horse question longer than a single sports
They're
question.
intense, they're passionate questions.
All right, I like this one. This one, would you rather date your real life celebrity crush or date your movie celebrity crush? So like one that's not real, the one that's not real, or would you rather date the real life celebrity crush?
Not real. Like
I'm saying like
Sandy from the SpongeBob movie.
Yes. Yes. Would you rather date Sandy from the SpongeBob movie or your real life celebrity crush?
Well, let's start that off.
All right. Excuse me. Boys, for me, I have had a huge crush on, Selena, if you're ever listening, just know that my heart belongs to you.
Oh, that's
It belongs to Christ.
Yep.
But then it belongs to you.
Christ, then Selena.
I have had a huge crush on Selena Gomez. You know, the girls have the Bieber fever. I have the Selena fever. And I have loved this girl for so long since day one. I was so mad at Justin when he was dating her, bro. I was like, bro, fight me.
You got
but
Bieber?
now I just already had a kid with Haley. But Selena Gomez, bro, 100%, bro. She's mad fine. And I would want to date her more than Sandy Cheeks or Allie from Austin and Allie. She's hot too. But it's got to be Selena
We're
Gomez.
missing out on the guys here.
Okay, Sebastian.
Let me pass on this one.
Okay. We're going to use the girlfriend pass on Seabass. Nick?
Well, Sandy Cheeks.
I mean, so it's would you rather date a woman character from a movie or a real life?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say women are better in the movies.
Okay. Okay.
Black Widow would be a pretty badass.
I was literally no way. Black Widow.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To have a wife that could just kick ass like that.
How about Jennifer Aniston?
There's a lot
What
of.
about Jill Biden?
You say Joe Biden?
Jill.
I thought you said Joe.
Melania Trump.
Okay, so I don't even know who I would pick.
Jill Biden or Melania Trump?
Okay,
Who's next? Send it over.
Michelle Obama.
Alright, send it over next.
Probably my.
Helen Keller.
This has gone off the rails. What is this episode?
Just boys having fun, man.
Alright. Noah?
Probably my real life celebrity crush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is that?
We're gonna keep that a secret.
Okay, that's fair.
What if this is your shot?
Yeah, what if
No,
this is
this is not my
Nick,
shot.
put it out there. Selena,
Bro, she's listening. All right, bro.
all the people in the comments are gonna at
one day
Selena
they'll
Gomez.
At Selena Gomez, every single
Get
one
him
of
to
you.
see this and take Nick on a date.
Yeah.
He'll take you on a date.
I'm gonna.
We'll bring her onto the
We'll
show.
have everybody
We're gonna
We'll bring her onto the One and Down podcast.
The
Selena Gomez.
Italian stallion.
Does this thing actually work?
Yes, bro. Don't.
Wait, I was gonna talk into it.
Stop. No, don't talk into it. It's gonna blow up the audio.
Noah's celebrity crush is Danny DeVito.
Who told you?
Oh my gosh.
He does a good job.
Did I just blow up the audio?
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to go find that.
No, keep that in.
No, that's good. That's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
We need a better angle back here, though.
So the last, I'm gonna have to go with my real life celebrity crush. I there's a few up there. I mean, Madison Beer.
Emma Watson in her prime.
I'm not gonna go on a whole list. Not that I have one. But if I
the celebrity
if I
crush.
did, but if I
That's
did,
crazy. That's crazy.
yeah, I'm gonna date my celebrity crush. That's Matthew.
Come on, let's be real.
what about-
All of our celebrity crushes are.
What about Frank Heffley?
What are we on about right now, bro? What are we talking about?
Who's Frank Heffley?
All right.
Greg Heffley's dad.
Oh,
Frank Heffley's who?
father.
It's Greg Heffley's dad.
Greg Heffley's dad is the weirdest guy ever.
He is for real,
He's
though.
so weird. So all my Diary of a Wimpy Kid fans, man, he's a weird guy.
Okay,
I love that
I
song.
have one last good question to end out the podcast tonight.
Ooh,
And
it's
that-
gotta be a bang.
And that
Spicy.
is,
It's
this is a good one. This is a good one. If when you enter the room, you could have a theme song play for you. When Nick Gross enters the room, what song are you choosing
that's
to
a
get
tough
you to enter the room?
Well, my walk-up song when I was younger was
Was this
Geronimo.
before or after you got kicked off the baseball?
Before.
Okay.
It might have been the song that got me kicked off. It was Geronimo. At one point, it was Baby by Justin Bieber, but then we moved it to Geronimo.
Okay.
But right now, I would have to say, if I'm walking in, I would want my theme song to be something that's going to captivate people and be like, oh yeah, look at him. So probably Kung Fu Fighting by Carl.
That's good.
That's a good answer.
I mean, you're walking in, you're telling me you walk into the club and you got the song, everybody was Kung Fu Fighting.
Yeah, that-
Wah!
yeah,
I mean,
that's-
the chicks are going to be looking at you, the guys are going to be looking at you,
Not that you want that.
Most importantly, the guys will be looking at you.
The boys will be looking at you.
Yeah.
The girls will be looking at you. Mr. Miyagi will be waxing on and off. It'll be
Okay.
All right. Seabass?
So, funny thing, at my work, they had us answer this question, like,
Really?
it's, like, posted up. So,
Yeah.
like, for that, I did the one, it's walk it like I talk it, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
That song, I think I'm going to stick with that. Because, like, it gets deep. The lyrics get deep. If you really listen in, guys.
Wait, what gets deep?
the lyrics.
Why are you guys laughing? I'm asking what he said. What do
The
you guys
lyrics
think
of
I'm
the
saying?
song.
Yeah.
Wait, how can the lyrics get deep? It's just walk it like I talk it.
It's
over and over again.
You
for 5
really
minutes.
just have to listen. You just have to listen.
You gotta
We'll
dig
listen
in.
after the show.
That song, like,
You gotta
embodies
read
me,
between
you
the
know?
lines,
Yeah.
Nick.
I like it.
Okay, Nick.
Oh, you're gonna have to come back to me. I gotta think.
Can I go? I think I'd probably pick like that by Future.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You go. I was gonna say, like that by Future, Metro, Boomin, and Kendrick Lamar. So
Okay.
I'll play it for you.
Are we gonna get copyrighted?
Yeah, we're gonna get copyrighted. Turn that
I don't care.
We're getting copyrighted.
Bleep it out.
Matt McCloskey, everybody.
Wait, no, that's how we should
engineer.
close the podcast.
tough.
With a boom.
We're gonna close with a boom. We'll close with a
Everybody
boom.
only listens to the first part of your walkout song,
Okay, yeah, that's
and
true.
then it just fades as if they're just
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Stepping up to the
And the
plate.
intro goes hard there, so that's why I would choose that song. All right.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good choices. I feel like if you just pick something classic like Eye of the Tiger.
That I was literally gonna
Some
do Eye of the
Beethoven.
Tiger.
I mean, like so, like
Come
the
on now.
Wendy's commercials, not at Wendy's, Applebee's. Their commercials, it's like there's like no like they don't talk in it. They just have like 80s music, which makes you look up at the screen.
So true.
Because it gets everybody's attention. You know?
Yep.
Like you just pick like a super popular song like in the 80s or 90s, like Eye of the Tiger, Final Countdown, that kind of song.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a good reaction.
Eye of the Tiger's not getting me up off my feet, you know.
Really? I feel
What
like
is?
Future. I like that. Future. I feel like for me, I literally was gonna do talking about Eye of the Tiger, but also just literally any Eminem song. Like they got such
That
good
gets you up.
starts, and like some of those songs.
Well, some of them are a little chill though, like Mockingbird. That's the most.
Okay.
Okay,
But like
gotta
the
get a good one.
majority of them are gonna be really good.
Yeah, I
Bro,
agree.
if you had what's that one? It's like dun 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 dun.
What?
You know, like
What's happening?
no, that one song.
Is that the Mario Bros theme? Dun, 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 dun.
No. It's like if you had one shot, one opportunity to see if everything.
Oh.
Lose yourself.
Lose yourself.
Like that's a sick
That's kind of what I'm talking
That's
about.
a sick.
I could have mentioned that. I mean, like literally any Eminem song, but "Lose Yourself" is a really good pick. But there's so many good ones. I mean, literally, like I was saying, you could put on a.
a real Slim Shady.
Yeah. You could put on a playlist of just every Eminem song, press shuffle, and chances are it's a good walk-up song.
So true.
Like that's just how it is.
No, close it out.
Okay, well, let me do the quick outro.
Wait,
thank
I
you.
got your mind.
Let's pull
I
my
never
song.
went
Oh, you didn't answer. Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
it's not my fault. You got skipped. Sorry.
Buddy,
Go.
calm down.
Okay.
So, I played this on the way to the Brewer game.
Okay.
Everybody.
No! Do not
Which
say
one?
that. No!
Which one?
We're gonna get canceled
No,
if you say that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Everybody gets down to it.
Yeah.
No, it's not that one.
Oh.
All I want for Christmas.
Christmas is fun. Yeah, it was hilarious because we were literally listening to music, and it's like summer out now, and we're driving to the Brewers game, and we're everybody's windows that we pull up to a red light, we're all screaming "All I Want for Christmas." There's people next to us like, "What are they doing?" Like,
Bro, that one guy was looking at us at the light right by the
could not
corner.
stop looking at
He
us.
could not stop looking at
Let's
you,
be
bro.
real. He
I
can stop
was
looking at me.
bopping.
Yeah, we were getting
Good
down.
time. Get
Down and dirty, baby.
All right. All right. Well, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching episode 23. I'm going to be honest, this is genuinely one of my favorite
This
episodes of the
has been a good
podcast.
one.
This was
This
good
is a
one.
really
This was
fun
fun.
having you guys
This was
on.
fun.
Thank you all so much for coming. Once again, make sure first link in the description. Go check out the Nick Gross Show. Huge shout out to the Italian Stallions, Seabass and Nick Kari, Cardi B, and the boys who are normally on the podcast. I'm waiting for a dap here. And I finally got it. There we go. Make sure to go like, subscribe, rate us 5 stars on every single social media. Go check out we got a little website situation on the link tree. Go check out our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, literally everything.
Discord.
We're at Discord. We're
Join the
literally
Discord server.
Facebook.
We're not there, but everywhere else.
We're not on Facebook.
We just go check us out everywhere.
moms,
Same
for
to
the
Nick
moms.
Gross for the moms, and let's clap it out. Actually,
Wait.
Nick, send it
All
off.
of us wait, are you just you or all at the same time?
What?
No, you send it and then we'll all clap it.
All right.